Starting on November 11th, the happiest place on earth will once again become the merriest place on earth for the holiday season. And in this video, we'll talk about the different entertainment, treats, and special offerings they have throughout the whole holiday season to make sure you have a wonderful time on your trip. And we'll discuss some tips and tricks to make sure you make the most of your visit. So let's dive in. Hey there, my name is Eric D, and on this channel my hope is always to make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips and tricks, food reviews, and news. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. But as I mentioned, this year, starting November 11th, 2022, going to January 8th, 2023 is when the holiday season will be taking place at the Disneyland Resort. And if you're planning trips in the future, just keep in mind it's usually around Veterans Day or that weekend where Veterans Day starts, and usually about a week after New Year's if you are looking to plan trips in the future. But of course, Disney makes the official call, but that has been the pattern for a number of years. There are a ton of special holiday offerings both in Disneyland and California Adventure, and we're going to talk about all of them. But first, let's start in California Adventure, and let's talk about World of Color. Because World of Color is kind of the main showpiece, the special nighttime spectacular they have over in California Adventure, and they have a special holiday version just for this time of year. It's World of Color Season of Light, where beautiful holiday music is mixed with classic Disney animation moments. You do not want to miss this show, so remember to plan ahead so you can get access to the viewing area through the virtual queue. I'll put a link in the description down below that explains how to do this, but keep in mind that each day at noon is when Disney opens the virtual queue on the Disneyland app, and those reservations for the spots in the viewing area can go fast. So check out that video below for the specifics. Keep in mind that on most nights they'll be doing 2 showings of World of Color Season of Light, one at 9 p.m. and one at 10:15. But this show is sure to put you in the holiday mood, and the ending of the show is so beautiful and powerful. Also over at California Adventure, the Festival of Holidays will return, and this festival highlights a number of the celebrations that take place at this time of year, including Christmas, Navidad, Three Kings Day, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and a number of others. One of the big highlights of this festival is all the various food booths they have set up where you can purchase special food items and drink options. If you want to try multiple treats, one way to save some money is to purchase a Sip and Savor Pass. This allows you to purchase 8 food or non-alcoholic beverage selections from the participating marketplaces and dining locations throughout the park at a reduced cost. Also at Disney Festival of Holidays, there are a number of entertainment options. Some acts that are returning this year include the Mariachi Divas, Mostly Kosher, Blue 13 Dance Company, Fat Cat Swingers, and the Mistletoes. And the Disney Viva Navidad Street Party is also returning. And new this year, they have Tina and the Sounds of Celebration. Also returning are the Holiday Toy Drummers. So be sure to check the app for what groups will be performing and when. Each group that I've seen has been excellent, so the only real concern is you won't have time to see them all, so you might need to pick out the ones you want to see most. Also, as part of Disney Festival of Holidays, they have a nightly holiday concert in Paradise Garden Park prior to World of Color Season of Light. And here's my recommendation: if you only have time to see 1 or 2 of the shows, I would definitely recommend you first see World of Color Season of Light. Make sure you make time to do that, get on the app, get that reservation so you can get in that virtual queue, but you definitely want to see World of Color Season of Light. And the other one I would highly recommend, if you only have time for one other show, is Disney Viva Navidad. It's the street party. It's very, very fun. They have different cultural influences from Mexico and Brazil. Mickey appears, and Minnie appears at one point. Donald's in the show, and they also have these larger-than-life puppets. It's a very fun show, very exciting music, and the performers, dancers, and entertainers do a great job. So definitely check out those 2, World of Color and Disney Viva Navidad. And here's one more tip to maybe make your night a little bit more fun. I would recommend before going into the World of Color viewing area to grab a few treats from the different food booths at the Festival of Holidays, some of the things you want to try. And so then as you're waiting that 40 minutes, you can be trying the different treats. So instead of it just being waiting, standing there, you can enjoy the treats and have a good time. Also over in California Adventure, you can find Santa Claus at the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. And over in Cars Land, there are 2 attractions that get a holiday overlay. It is Luigi's and Tow Mater's attractions. And so Tow Mater's Junkyard Jamboree becomes Mater's Jingle Jamboree, and Luigi's Rollicking Roadsters becomes Luigi's Joy to the Whirl. And of course the parks will be decked out with plenty of holiday decorations. And now let's talk about Disneyland, which will also have plenty of festive holiday decor, including the 60-foot tall Christmas tree on Main Street, USA. And check in the app because each night they have a special lighting ceremony when the tree lights up. Also this year, Sleeping Beauty's Winter Castle will return. One fun thing that they're doing this year that is similar to what they did this past Halloween is they're giving some brand new outfits for the holiday season to Mickey, Minnie, and their pals. And so usually for years it was the same kind of ugly Christmas sweater that Mickey and Minnie would be wearing, but they are giving them all new outfits this year, so it's going to be fun to see these outfits and also the other characters wearing those outfits too. And from the information provided, it sounds like you'll only be able to see Mickey in those costumes in Town Square. As it has been in the past, 2 of the Disneyland attractions are getting holiday overlays this year. Of course, It's a Small World and Haunted Mansion. It's a Small World will become It's a Small World Holiday, where you get to travel through the attraction to see children enjoying the distinctive holiday traditions of their respective countries. And of course, in New Orleans Square, Jack Skellington has taken over the Haunted Mansion for the Haunted Mansion Holiday. Both of these attractions are very popular, and they seem to get more popular throughout the day. The later it gets into the night, Haunted Mansion, and both the lights with It's a Small World, it gets busier and busier. So I would recommend, if you really want to make sure you can get them done, visit them first earlier in the daytime, but then you can maybe hit them again if you want to at night if you're willing to wait in that line, or maybe at that time using your Lightning Lane if you get Disney Genie Plus. Now, one thing that I did not remember from the past, but maybe I'm just forgetting this year Santa Claus at Disneyland will be appearing in Critter Country. And one of the things I'm very excited for is the return of the Christmas Fantasy Parade. And yes, I know that song repeats 1,000 times and the parade's very long, but dancing snowman, dancing reindeer, dancing gingerbread men, the little elves, it is classic and one of my favorite parades at the Disneyland Resort. On most days, the parade will run at 3:30 and 6:30 p.m. It gets very popular, so do plan to get a spot about an hour before if you really want a good spot for this. And each night at Disneyland, they'll be having the Fireworks Spectacular, Believe, and Holiday Magic. And so definitely make time to see this. The best places to see it are along Main Street. I don't usually take the time to go right up towards the castle to wait all that time because that's usually really crowded. But along Main Street, they will have projections on the buildings and also the snowfall at the end. Another great place to watch it is up by It's a Small World, because on the facade, they do projections, and then the snowfall also happens along Small World Mall. So definitely make time to see that fireworks show. The music, it's beautiful and fantastic, so you will love that. Also, this time of year, they have plenty of special treats and food items in both parks, not just at the Festival of Holidays. So I will put a link below to Disney's Foodie guide for the holiday season. So as you can see, there are tons of things to do this holiday season. In the comments below, I would love to hear what you're most excited to see at the Disneyland Resort this holiday season. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like. And as I said before, consider subscribing to the channel because my hope is always to make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips and tricks, food reviews, and news. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see y'all again real soon.